channel. I'm here with my co-host Candy Nelson, and we are coming to you live from, well, my little automobile here and Candy in Florida in her casa. So, anyways, yeah, you guys get the point. Sorry, it's been a bit. It's been a long while for good reason. A lot of things have been going on between the two of us, especially me, as you guys know. 18-month-old baby, still working. So, yeah, so bear with us. We're getting there. We're going to get there. So, tonight, we're going to be talking about, well, hello, Morgellons, Nanotech, and Smart Dust. And I know that any of you that have any type of dealings with Morgellons, whether it be a friend, a loved one, a family member, or whatever, you probably know what we're talking about when we say Morgellons, Nanotech, and Smart Dust. That's those two things are just something that goes hand in hand with that. So with that said, if you're not familiar, stay tuned. We're going to fill you in on that. And with that said, Candy, I'm going to ask you if you wouldn't mind, because I'm sure we have new viewers that probably have not heard, maybe not have heard much of it. So if you would explain to them what the whole concept of the Nanotech and the Smart Dust is and how this has been working for most of us. Sorry, I'm on the job, guys. So for the background noise.
Well, actually, it's people say, "Oh, that's not real," but if you go on and you watch any commercials on TV, they sit there, they tell you that there's medical procedures that use nanotechnology. That's what the stem cell replacement therapy is. That's what the T cell replacement therapy is. I mean, it's out there. Our food is labeled non-GMO and organic. Well, if it's labeled that way, and whether it's true or not, because there's no truth in labeling laws, that tells you, okay, obviously there is GMOs in the food, which is also, there's plenty of food you can look and it tells you on the box, made with genetically engineered materials, so
Exactly.
so you can't say that it's not real and it's not happening. So, and again, what's a GMO? Genetic is DNA. Modifying is changing. Organism is any living thing. So they can take the DNA of other living organisms, put them in the food supply. We eat them, and we are consuming the DNA of God knows whatever organism they decide to put the DNA of it in, and of course, that to me is playing God. You're taking the DNA and you're altering it. You're putting it in the food supply. People are eating it. So, of course, it's going to affect our DNA,
Exactly.
So say what you want to about conspiracies, but no, it's happening. It's labeled. They're on boxes. It's on TV. It's everywhere.
Oh, it's a conspiracy, all right. It just ain't no theory. That's all. No theories here, folks. None. I mean, there's too many of us screaming and singing the same song, to whistling the same tune for it to be anything different. It's just like with anyone that you hear, oh, I saw a UFO. Oh, I was abducted. Oh, this. I have learned to never say never. Like, actually, quite honestly, the second this started happening to me about, I guess it's been going on, 9-10 years now. I always forget count. I always say the same exact year every time for the past 5 years. But long story short, just like you've been a veteran for 20 years, right? So I forget to add the years that we've been going through this. But this is the deal, Bills. I mean, there's too many of us saying, this is happening. This is what's going on. This is what we're seeing. This is what we're experiencing. And keeping in mind, none knowing another. None of us. From different walks of life, different talks of life, different avenues and areas of the world. I mean, I'm talking worldwide. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. And by the way, whatever genius thought, like, oh, we love negative attention. Could we pretty please have some negative attention? For the love of God, give us some negative attention. Said nobody ever. You guys were grown-ass adults. Nobody's asking for that. So when we're telling you something's happening, that's because something's flipping happening. And we're so sick of just that, oh, no way, no how. I mean, really, it's time to grow a pair. It's time to grow up on top of that pair and just listen for once. Listen. I mean, you've been fed a bunch of bull crap by the media, by the mainstream, everything, by your elitists, by your conditioning, as you sat in that school desk and said, "Teacher, can I talk?" No, you cannot. You don't talk and you don't speak until you're called upon. I mean, come on, guys. It is not rocket science. But like
Well,
Candy said, genetically modified organisms. Just go ahead and define all three of those freaking words, okay? Just do so. Like she said, it's not rocket science. It's not. But smart dust. Smart dust, okay? You guys have seen my own videos with the stuff out at night. I'm in South Texas, pretty much in July with a flashlight and this white crap with these gleaming iridescent colors coming down from the sky. And I know you all have seen it. And if you have not, please, by all means, go look because they're there. Might be in my earlier, like maybe 2018 videos. Yep, it's been a bit. But the point is, they're there. There's nanotech, there's smart dust. This dust is coming down. I don't know if it's a con artist trail. I don't know if it's a chemical trail. I don't know what the F it is. But one thing I know is that it's coming down from our sky. And the other thing I know is I have videoed these things looking like airplanes or UFOs, because, gotta say that UFOs, or anything else that I cannot identify that is spraying this stuff. Candy has witnessed herself a whole wedding of that, right?
Another thing, if anybody doubts that to be true, I'll tell you what you can do about it.
Look
Before
it up,
it rains, well, nope, before it rains, if you want to see with your own two eyes to see, go out, hang a white pillowcase outside, or a white sheet, or a white men's shirt,
or
dress
black.
shirt, no white towels, nothing that's fibery. It has to be smooth fabric. Hang it outside before it rains. Let it rain on it. Afterwards, hold it up underneath a bright light, and you will see exactly what goes up must come down, and you're breathing it. Okay. Bottom line, you're breathing. It's there.
You're not only breathing it. I mean, you got to think about it this way. This smart dust, this nanotechnology, this whatever it is coming from whatever you think it is. I don't care if you believe in chemtrails. I really don't. I don't give a flying ratty rat's butt. I really could care less if you believe in that. What I'm telling you is, whatever it is raining that down on us, because it's neither here nor there to me, but whatever it is, it's there. And it's affecting, it lands in the water. It lands in our fields. Our cattle drink the water. Our swine eat the grain. Our birds eat the grain and drink the water. I mean, we do the same thing. It is a no-brainer. And by the way, my beautiful friend Adrian, which is another person that we are always on the same wavelength, he also reminded me, which is something I've known, when you poop or when you go pee-pee and you flush it down the drain, where do you think that's going, honeys? I mean, any of you. And tell me how everything is infected, that everything is affected and infected. Because everything that you put in your body, in your mouth, coming from whatever's raining down into the water and into the grain, into the swine and the cattle that eats and the veggies that grow, it's already there, period. You're putting it in your mouth. It's coming in one end and out the other, and back into the earth it goes. So I have a question or two. How do we get rid of this? We already know the answer. There is no getting rid of this. It is by far too late for that, unless this world is just wiped clean, wipe the flipping A out, and maybe a restart, which obviously I think's already been done a few times. But not even the point. The point is, believe it or don't, but at least your mind, your heart, your soul will be prepared, because there is life after this. There is.
Yep.
There's nothing at all as you can convince me that there's not. Because if you feel love, if you feel pain, if you feel anger right now by me saying this, if you feel like, oh, I don't like what she's saying, or, oh, she might be dead on, or, oh, she's a little snotty. I don't even care. If you're feeling that, you're feeling. You're feeling. You're welcome. That's called a soul. That's called nothing to do with this earthly vehicle that you're walking around in. It's nothing to do with how long your hair grows or how long your eyelashes are, how big your nose is, or how big your booty is, which, by the way, mine's on Amber Alert. Don't even care. The point is, you have a soul. If you're feeling anything right now, if you want to say something negative, you got a soul. You want to say something positive, you got a soul. You got a smile on your face, you got a soul. You got like a little frowny face, which, by the way, that 18-month-old that I'm dealing with right now had a little frowny face today after he smeared poop everywhere. Poop, there it is. That's a whole different story. But guys, I'm sorry, I had to throw that in there. And so did he. No pun intended. But I mean, here's the deal, guys. None of us are saying this without good reason. We do not want negative attention. We do not like this. We are persecuted, crucified. I mean, ask Jesus. He knows how it felt, right? And I'm not trying to compare us to that. All is, we speak truth. Nobody in their right damn mind, especially in the numbers, and we're talking in the millions, are going to tell you these things if they were not gospel truth. So you can believe the handful of elitists that decided that we're going to rule the world, and the way to rule the world is to instill fear and all this other nonsense into the human race, and then we got this, and it's all ours, and we control them, and we put them in through an educational system. We make them memorize and learn, but not everyone's think for themselves, and 1 + 1 is 2, and remember your arithmetic, and remember your times tables, and remember what we told you about the Civil War, or this or that, the other, or your science, or did you ever look? Did we ever go look? Did we go like out to the field, like, oh, science, we're doing some science right now. Oh, there's the fish. What? Let's put the fish up. We didn't. We did not. We just literally memorized textbooks written by who? You betcha. You guessed it. You're elitist, guys. It is a no-brainer. And I'm telling you what, the only person and people on earth right now that would say, oh, I can't believe this, are the conditioned ones. The conditioned ones, the ones that never got to think outside that box because they were much too afraid to color outside those lines. But there's a few of us, Candy Nelson, my beautiful friend, myself, Sharon, all of you guys here. You are not afraid to color outside the lines for good reasons. And if any of you are just visiting or stopping by and you're doubtful or you're thinking like, this is not really adding up, what do you think we thought at first? It doesn't add up. You know why? It's called a system in which we've been brought up and trained to believe and, structured in a way that, is fitting for society to fit in, hence the word fitting. I mean, that's why. Are you a sheep? Go ahead, wear your white wool very well. But I'm telling you what, you're missing out on the truth. And that is on you at the end of the day. Let's stand by my word, Candy's word, and all of our words. And Candy, I'm going to try to share. I'm going to let you tell them a little bit about it, but I'm going to try to share what you and I encountered this week. But go ahead and tell them about that while I try to pull this up, and then I got to get back to work.
All right. So speaking on genetically modified organisms, like 99% of cotton is genetically modified. So what are our clothes made out of? What is the toilet paper made out of? It's made out of trees, yeah, but they got some cotton in there too to make that stuff soft. So again, even like your clothing, if you scope your clothing that's cotton, you can see the fibers all in the clothing. And so I've been trying to tell people for the longest time, it's better if you wear clothes that are tightly woven, like satin and silks and rayons and things like that. Again, I was having problems with my personal area. I found out about bamboo toilet paper, started buying that bamboo toilet paper. All my female symptoms that I had in my personal area cleared up. Again, I buy hemp socks. So yeah, the hemp socks are expensive. I've been trying to find some bamboo socks, but haven't had no luck with that. But anyway, so I've been buying the hemp toilet paper. The bamboo toilet paper for a while. And again, my problem's cleared up. So I only have one place I can buy it. And I ran out last week and asked my husband for a roll of his toilet paper so I could blow my nose. Well, I went to go pull some of the toilet paper off the roll, and all the stuff that was like this, what they call it, inert ingredients that they add to it, It was
Okay.
literally flying out of this roll of toilet paper. It was all over my clothes. It was all over the couch, the arm of the couch that was below me. I was petrified. I could not believe all the stuff that was flying in the air. And I started screaming at him. I'm like, this is why I can't use your toilet paper. And I showed him. I was like, look at this. It was flying everywhere. It was like, we're breathing that crap. You know, it gets in our lungs. No wonder I gag all the time, you know? It's like, holy moly. So anyway, I was held on to the roll of toilet paper and I put it in a plastic baggie because I wanted to show my neighbor
I'm still trying.
how bad
Sorry.
it was, because this was like an extremely bad roll of toilet paper, like one of the very worst. Because I had been telling her about buying the bamboo toilet paper. So I literally drove the roll to her house and told her, I'm not taking this in your house, but I want you to see this in the yard. So I pulled a roll out of the plastic bag and I shook it, and the stuff just flew everywhere. So she's been having problems down there. I have another neighbor that's having problems down in her female area. And so, you know, I've been trying to educate people and, you know, it's important for
It's
people to
not
see
just
things
the
with their own
female
eyes.
areas, though. Like, let's just make that clear. It's just everywhere, guys. For men, women alike. Ears,
And again,
nose holes, anything.
yeah, and again, think about it, you know, tampons, baby diapers, sanitary pads, you know, all that has those fiber stuff all through
Underwear,
that cotton, you know,
underoos, diapers. Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So, you know,
It's just any human body part. I
yeah, and
mean,
she asked me,
living,
she said,
breathing,
"Do you want
right?
me to?" She said, "You want me to throw that away?" I was like, "Nope, I'm saving this for the podcast." So I did a little video and sent it to Lisa. I wanted you guys to see, because
I don't know
another
if
thing
that
too.
worked. I just tried, but because I was going back and forth, I'm trying it
I
again.
could
Hold
show them
on.
because it's still set up in there. But another thing too, I had a glass of tea sitting here that it was sweating on the side, and all the stuff from the toilet paper went on the side of my cup and it stuck. And I was like, oh, so that's wet and all this stuff is sticking to it. So when you go urinate and it's wet and you use this paper to wipe, it's gonna stick there. So of course you're
Yeah,
gonna have issues down there because you got stuff embedded in your skin because it's coming off the dadgum toilet paper. I was mortified. I'm like, I was like, man, we got to show this.
or
So
landing
I
in your
still
cup
have
and you're drinking
it.
it, or
Yeah, and
literally
I
like
can't even
landing in your
imagine.
cup. That too.
Oh, and another thing too, you can do with when you're drinking something, always use a straw. And so when you get, at least if there's stuff in it, it's gonna basically, most of it is gonna float to the top, not all of it. But then when you get down and it gets low, don't drink the last little bit of it. Leave you about an inch and throw that in the trash, you know, or
Hello,
dump it.
hello. Can you
Yeah,
go?
but you can straw.
So did
All right.
that
So
play yet,
anyway,
guys? Because I'm
I didn't
not.
see nothing.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
didn't see
thought.
anything.
I'm
Well, like I
trying
said, I
here,
got
but
it set up. You want me to walk the phone in there and show them?
yeah, go ahead and try that because
Okay.
I mean, I could share it, but like for whatever reason, here as you can
Right.
see. Hold
You'll
on,
have
wait.
to
I
go
think we
full
got
screen
this.
then.
Maybe just a sec. Hold on.
Okay.
I might have it. This is so crazy. It's like showing it, but it's not showing it.
It says couldn't. I can't see very well.
Okay, so bear with
Couldn't.
me. Is it still up there?
No, it says
Hoping
couldn't something. I can't read the rest of it. It's too small.
it's not changing at all. Like as I download it.
Couldn't preview. Couldn't preview file. There was a problem playing this video, is what it says. It says download.
Okay. How about now? Hold on. I'm doing this now. Maybe?
Not seeing
Nope.
it yet.
Yes. Dang. Okay, hold on. I'm going to pause this. Put this down here. It's because it's such a short clip. It's like not quite wanting to. All right, let's try this again. So I'm going to go to the source here again. And we're going to go here.
You got me full screen so I can see what the wreck my hair is. It's the prep party.
Still not, right?
Nope, I just see me full screen.
Okay, hold on. This is crazy. I mean, we've done this a million times, but wait, no, it was there. I just saw it. Seriously, you guys just saw that, right?
No, I didn't see nothing.
I just saw it. So hold on. I'm going to try this again. All right, going here. Going to share this.
Oh.
Download again. We've got it like 18 times downloaded now. So it is definitely there. All right. You guys got to tell me now? You got to see it, right?
Yeah, here it comes. It's coming. That was off the toilet paper that was all over my cup. And this is a...
Yeah, you guys go ahead and scope your toilet paper, even the good stuff, with a microscope. Get you a cell phone microscope, whatever you can do. But literally, you're going to see black threads in there, which is basically the Morgellons threads. But I mean, the best thing you can do for your whole entire life, anything you do, I should say, get a microscope for your cell phone. I don't care how you get it, but your cell phone, like a cell phone microscope, is going to be the best way. You are going to see some stuff that will blow your mind. Because it's in everything. It is in everything. And it is in your own body, whether you want to believe it or not. And take that microscope and look at your skin. Put it in your, like, the areas that are moist. I don't care if it's your armpits, your neck, the backs of your knees. Try those places. I'm telling you what, you're going to see, and it doesn't even have to be those places. It can be anywhere, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. Sad story, but a true story.
I'm going to try to do this. Hold on a second. Can y'all see this? Can you see this?
Hold on, let me put you up. Yep, it's a toilet paper roll. And that's what she's telling you guys. It's in everything. It's in your napkins. It's in all of your products. Your plasticware, your bridal wear, your chastity belts, your underoos, your underwears, your bras, your jeans, your shirts. It's in everything. And before you dare, and I mean dare, tell us we're crazy, we're seeing things, you get yourself a damn microscope and you take the flipping time to look. And I mean look. Don't do 2 seconds or 5 minutes and be like, oh, I'm done, I didn't see nothing. I mean, take your time and look. Because otherwise you're just wasting our time by us wasting our breaths telling you about it. We're not doing this for no good reason, guys. We're telling you for a reason. Keeping in mind, worldwide, all of us are speaking, okay? We don't put ourselves on blast just because it's so fun to be dissed, all right? Like, we're way too freaking old for this, all right? I mean, that is a no-brainer, right?
Yeah. And it's nothing like knowing that you got stuff going on down there and somebody has, like, trying to tell you, okay, look, this is what might be causing your problem. Might want to go check your toilet paper and buy you some.
We have lots of men in here too, so same for you guys.
I'm sorry. Yeah, but butts get wiped too, but not like
same for you guys though. No matter what, you might want to get that checked for real, because it's there for real. It's not just the private part. It is every part. It's the asphalt beside me. It's the street light above me. It's the store I walk into. It's the produce I buy. It's the children I pick up. It is everywhere.
Yeah, and again, everybody blows their nose. And think about this too. You know, it's like a box of tissues. Like, I've seen that before. Like, when I was crying, or when to blow my nose, you pull the tissue out of the box and the stuff just flies everywhere. So 100%. Little kids crying. What do?
So you tell me who's went through their closets before, flipping through old clothes, right? Going through your hangers, looking at your clothes. Have you ever pulled out something you haven't worn in a while and saw this really long thread-looking thing on it, or threads hanging off your curtains, or threads hanging off of any material? Say you have cloth on your kitchen chairs, right? Or cloth on anything. You guys notice these long thread-like things, which is in fact part of the thread of that item. But I'm asking this for a reason, because they come unraveled for a reason, okay? Have you noticed your plastics that are Fox, F-A-U-X, false plastics? Are they like, you got some boots, you got these cool looking fake leather boots, right? The leather rolling up a little bit, that fake leather, the polyester rolling up and it's shedding off real quick, like it never did before. Your sofas that are false leather, or maybe the backside is, but the front's not, because that's me, that's mine. But you can see this stuff rolling up and just all over your floor. You guys can't tell me you have not experienced this or have not noticed it. Have you walked into a public restroom? Have you looked down at the floor and saw these thread-like things, red, black, blue, white, any color, I don't even care, looking like rolled up hairballs even, like something a cat coughed up? Have you guys seen that? Because I'm willing to bet you flipping have. I'm just saying. Have you walked outside at night with a flashlight, held it straight in the pitch black dark, up in the air, and video recorded that crap, and said, gee, are those gnats? There's so many gnats, but they're all like I said earlier, iridescent colored, nanotech through and through, and you can tell. Watch it in slow-mo if you don't believe me. Just do it. Just try it. Just try it. Yeah. Don't call us crazy until you've done all of these things, because I'm sick of it.
Tina says use a mini bidet bottle to rinse after going, tinkle, and then dry off. You know what? I actually went to the home improvement center and bought one of those little garden sprayers, little pump garden sprayers that's sitting by my toilet. So I spray off. I call it my redneck bidet, is what I call it.
We are talking a lot of shit. So, that's right, the redneck bidet. Right. You betcha, whatever works. I mean, and that's the point. The point is protect yourself. I'm not going to lie. At this point, there's not much protecting that we can do, but fighting it off, doing whatever we can do to, I don't care if you put a sprinkler up your butt. I really don't care at this point. If it works, it works. But I mean, honestly, I'm going to swear by it every time. Ivermectin, fin bins and all. Donald Trump said it once, but I mean, I'm not going to lie. I don't vote anymore. It's not really what the presidents say, but there's a reason that they took all that off the shelf. There's a reason that fin bins and all got taken off, and ivermectin got taken off. Just, words of the wise. There's a reason for that. 100%. Very good reason. Lord forbid you get well, or Lord forbid you save yourself a few more years or a little bit longer. The whole project is getting rid of the weak. It is all about a certain numerical amount to be kept in this world. It's a no-brainer. It's not the first time it's been done. It's not going to be the last time either. Well, actually, it is.
Well, what was the number? What was the number that was? What was the number that was on the? What was the number of to maintain humanity that was on the Georgia Guidestones before they took them down?
That's in all of my oldest videos, probably from 2016 or 17.
Maintain
humanity to 500,000, I believe it was. But they blew those Georgia Guidestones up because they realized that, number one, it's not in alignment with, the earth is off its axis. You cannot, the pyramids were lined up. There's all these ancient caves and dwellings that had an actual alignment between when the earth, the sun, the moon, and all the other planetary objects in the sky, they all aligned, but they're not aligning anymore. Number one, though, that would be first and foremost, but when you cannot you've outgrown humanity. We've outgrown that number, well past that number. And that has been the whole thing. But the whole thing is mixing iron with clay. It's transhumanism. It's biblical. It's prophetic. I don't care whether you believe or you don't believe. I don't care if you read the Bible or you don't. We all know, I know, most of us know, that those came from ancient cuneiform tablets. Anything in your biblical record came from ancient cuneiform tablets. We know that also that the Catholicism, structures, let's put it this way, the Vatican decided what could be in that Bible. They threw away the rest. They said, we'll take this one, and that one. We won't have this. There's no book of Thomas. There's no book of Giants. There's no book of this and that and the other. They left so many out. They decided. The others hidden away. And so many others sold on the black market to people that purchased them. you guys have no idea how much truth has been left out, how much we are being deprived of that was our history, our birthright, our literal, like, we had that coming and they have withheld this information. The Bible is very good, very clear, and it has good words. But you ever notice how it doesn't really make a lot of sense sometimes when you read it? You're just like, I don't understand. So and so begot so and so, and so and so begot. But then they sent Cain away because Cain killed Abel, and then Cain found a wife. But yet, Adam, Eve, Cain, and Abel were the first on earth. So how did he find a wife when he sent them away? I mean, come on, you guys got to know that this stuff has crushed your mind. Well, there's a reason for that. There's a lot of crap and a lot of truth, a lot of crap that's been put in, and a lot of truth that's been left out. And anytime you read Genesis or the Old Testament, have you guys not noticed that? Does it seem like they're worshiping like a different kind of God, like a jealous God, like a not very nice God, or kind of a mean God in the Old Testament? Because, well, yeah, that's what it is. Just saying.
Well, in 100 years, when they take the Georgia Guidestones off of the Wikipedia, right? And if anybody says anything about it, they're in 100 years, it's going to be, oh, well, that's a conspiracy theory. It never happened.
I've been talking about that for years and years, and I mean, go to any of my videos. It says contrail. Even when I'm not talking about contrails, my most recent one, Southwest airline flight, with the sun being below me, and half the people are like, "Well, that's because it's setting." I'm like, "Well, if it's setting, you can see directly on the other side of that sunshine that there's still clearly a plateau of Earth." Okay, so, but I mean, it's just bogus. It's bogus. And if anyone ever paid attention, and
since I messed with that toilet paper, it's like I'm itching all over. I'm like, God.
Just like when your kids come home from school and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I have head lice," and then everyone's itching. Sorry, my flipping computer is like PC-matic just came up. You got a virus. Well, trust me, I've got more than that. I've got Morgellons disease. So PC-matic, fix that one.
I am the
virus. All right, guys, I'm going to have to. And I apologize for last week. I have worked in this same spot for what? We're going on almost 14 days straight. But I still have an 18-month-old boy. By the way, my daughter is she's flying in this week, picking him up and going to go towards the steps and procedures of adoption. So praise the Lord. That's why I took him to work with me last night here where I am, which is 2 hours from home. And it was the worst mistake of my life to expect a baby to sit still for that many hours.
At least he didn't puke again. At least he didn't puke.
Oh, no, he did. No, he did. No, trust me, this kid can't ride and not puke. I mean, he pukes, he pukes constantly, and he poops constantly. But I'm telling you, I mean, for my daughter's sake, she cannot have children. She has endometriosis so bad. She's a school teacher. She teaches the disabled kids, the special needs kids, the ones with autism and Down syndrome and every kind of syndrome disease you can imagine. I wonder where that came from. Were they injected with the box at birth? But yeah, that's her.
She just get married?
Oh, okay. She is the one, yes. So, and yes, guys, I'm not gonna blow smoke up your ears. My daughter married another woman. She did. And this woman is the sweetest thing ever. I have not seen any type of romance. But I'm going to tell you this much. My daughter was in a car wreck when she was 14. It crushed her legs. She had a very serious boyfriend. She loved him dearly. And when she came back to school in high school with crushed legs and a wheelchair, wheeling herself through, the hallways, what do you think humankind did? What do you think her boyfriend did? What do you think happened to her? I'm just, anyone raising their hand here? Well, I can tell you what. I can tell you what. And look at this girl. I have been through the ringer with bad circumstances, and I'm not blaming men or women. I'm blaming this world for me, like, leading humankind astray, and not taking the moment for those humans that were led astray, for them not taking a moment to just think, like, does this feel right? Is this right? Is this good or bad? So, yes, that's where that baby's going. That's what's going to happen. And she has an endometriosis from being in a wheelchair and all the calcium buildup and all the deposits from being immobile, which, by the way, a 21-year-old boy had to die in order for her to get a cadaver replacement leg, which now she can walk and live again and hike mountains and snow ski. So I want everyone right now here today to please think twice before you judge, to please put yourself in a position where you're living in a world where you don't know if those jabs in the buttocks from birth have made these children either confused or maybe not confused, or maybe just the circumstances of life have put them in a situation where they're like, I just want to be loved, because that's me right now. It's me, and I'm not going to lie. If a nice woman came around and she smiled at me nice, I mean, no sexual portion involved, I'm not going to lie. Definitely, strictly, but not even the point. The point is, we all want to have somebody. We want to be with someone. We want to be compatible. We don't know the circumstances which led people to where they are. But I can tell you this much. Those jabs that we have been taking in the buttocks for years, I have watched its magic work all around me by all these children that are confused on many levels, or all those that maybe aren't confused and maybe it was okay. I just know one thing. Love is the answer, but love is also the problem. And it's a no-brainer. It is a no-brainer. It's like the greatest of these things, all these things, is love is not jealous. Love does not boast. Love is patient. Love is kind. But what are we? What are we? We're none of those these days. And I don't care if I live 2 minutes, 2 years, 20 years, or 200 years. I want to be the best version of me, whether nanotech or smart dust or this, that, or the other, or Morgellons, or whatever it may be. The targeting from the targeted individuals, which, trust me, I'm experiencing that. I don't even care. What I want to be is the best version of me that I can share with the world, that tells them it's okay to hurt. It's okay to feel pain. It's okay to feel different. It's okay to not think the same, but it's okay to understand that you are lovely and worth loving every day, all day long. Yeah, that went off on a tangent, but none of us are perfect. We are completely imperfect humans in many, many ways. We don't have to be perfect. We just have to wake up, see the day, and try. That's simply it. It's that easy and that hard. Pretty much. So, all right, Candy Nelson, I'm going to let you take it from here, and then I do have to go get this little, I'm on a child custody case, another child custody case, and not the one that I have right now within my own home, but trying to help a woman get custody of a baby is highly neglected, very much neglected. So my job is important right now. You guys get my drift.
All right. Well, anyway, we were going to be short tonight anyway, because she's got to work. I am like, now I'm itching. I'm like, I feel like I got to go shower, because I'm like, this stuff is like, gave me the heebie-jeebies. I'm like, I get so freaked out because I'm like,
I know, yeah, it absolutely does that. I mean, like I said, my kids would come home from school. They're like, so and so had head lice. I'm like, oh gosh. Yeah. I mean, it is. But Morgellons, guys, who's itching now? I'm just kidding. But I'm not kidding. Actually, that's the sad part. Anyways, much love. Just know. I don't claim to have the answers. Candy doesn't claim to have the answers. All we can do is wake up every day and try and strive our very best to search for them and live in the light, in a light, not in the darkness. We need to live and breathe in the light. And if we mess up, okay, oh well, it's okay. Shake it off and pick yourself up and keep going. Because you were born for a time such as this, and we are in the fight. And we're not stopping till the Bad Lady sings, I think. We're going to go with that one. So, Bad Lady sings with Batman. Batman. Sorry, just got the 18-month-old saying Batman. First words ever. He's saying 2 words together, so go me. Just kidding. All right, guys, much love. Candy, I love you. Go take a shower. I'm going to go get on my case, and then maybe I'll shower after 2 days. I'm not gonna
my
lie.
eyes, too. My eyes are bothering me. I'm like, oh, my God, I can't even believe this. Oh.
I'm sorry. I hope you feel better.
I shouldn't have touched it. I did it to myself.
Well, I hope you get some rest and you feel better.
All
right, guys, love you.
All right, love
Bye.
you.
Later, Gators. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Uh-oh, that did not work. You know what? I do this every dang time, too. Yeah, no. Ding, ding. Ding, dong, ding. You guys hear that, right? It's okay. I can play this music all day long. This is hilarious. Love you guys. Love, love, love. I'm just going to shut this down the hard way. Like a hardcore shut off here. Or not. Maybe.